Our first question today actually comes to us from Taylor's dad.
Hi, this is Andy from Kansas City. My little son is just dying to see Puss in Boots Part 2. If it's a big box office success, do you guys think that we will finally get a Shrek sequel? I'd like to know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And we got Taylor over there having daddy issues now.
What do you mean if Puss in Boots is a big success?
Well, we'll see, because it's coming out in theaters with Avatar being pretty streaky right now. But still, let's go over to my screen here for a second, Jonathan. Puss in Boots, look at these numbers. If you had told me 6 months ago, Puss in Boots 2 is going to have a 96 critic rating and a 98 audience rating. Now, granted, there's still a lot more to come, but that is pretty ridiculous. And I remember, look, I hate cats. They're good for ground fill or whatever, but I'm not a big fan of cats. But I saw this trailer and I was, damn it, a movie about a cat is one of my most excited things going to go see right now. Because I thought the trailer for Puss in Boots looked absolutely incredible. And then, Christian, you saw it.
Yeah.
Taylor saw it.
Yeah.
Of course, Taylor's biased. The director came up to him and recognized him.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah, so yeah.
That was after he saw the movie.
But that was after he saw the movie, yes. So, I mean, the people who I know have seen it have absolutely adored it and loved it. I'm dying to see this thing. So it brings up the question. Let's say it's really successful. How successful it can be, that's up for debate. But let's say this movie, I don't know, makes 500 million, 600 million, which I don't know if it can, but let's say it does. The Puss in Boots character is a spinoff of the Shrek series. I'm not going to lie to you. I've kind of been missing Shrek a little bit. It's been a beat since we had Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, all come back. Cameron Diaz is apparently back in acting now. She's doing a new movie with Jamie Foxx. So, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. If Puss in Boots goes north of 475, we will see another Shrek movie. That's going to be my prediction right now. If it goes, I mean, maybe even if it stays south of 475, but if it makes 475 at the box office or more, I'm going to say, I think we are going to get another Shrek movie. Christian, I mean, you saw the film.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Could there be any connection here? Like if this does well, or do you think it's irrelevant? What do you think?
I do think it's irrelevant because, and I'll get to that in a second, but one of the things, and I wonder if Taylor agrees also, I think that one of the reasons that Spider-Verse stood out so much when it came out was the unique animation style, the way that it, and Puss in Boots plays in that. It's not the same type of animation. It certainly dabbles in that, but they do some more really unique animation, which is what caught my eye. It's a beautiful looking animated film, and it's also got a lot of heart, and it's funny, and I think that's why it works. So I think that, but as far as the question with Shrek, that's a question for Mike Myers. I think it's going to come down to. It's a matter of whether or not he wants to do it or not, and you back up a big enough truck of money. But that then goes into your question, John. Is like, is it worth it for the studio? Well, okay, well, people are going to see Shrek. Maybe there's still or Puss in Boots rather. Is there still a need for these characters? Maybe it is. Maybe it's worth offering Mike Myers a little bit more money to do this, and whether or not he wants to do it, because they need the franchises. They want to do it, and it. One more, because I'll tell you what, it's still relevant. I just went to Universal Studios with my daughter for her birthday. We took some friends and they have that donkey out there, and
that guy's really funny.
He's hilarious, but it's super, and everybody's lined around. So they haven't had a new Shrek movie in years, and there's people lined around watching the characters hit. And if it's funny and it works, I would like to see one again. Also, I think people would still want to see Shrek.
Rob, do you think if Puss in Boots is a huge hit, that ups the chances of another Shrek film?
Yes. And look, I have to tell you, one of my favorite things toward the end of this year is the trailer for the new Jonah Hill movie that Eddie Murphy's in called You People. Have you seen this trailer?
I have not seen this trailer.
I saw it.
Eddie Murphy plays a very serious father, slays. It's just a scene with Jonah Hill talking to this married couple, and Jonah Hill's marrying their daughter.
They're at Roscoe's.
Are they Roscoe's?
Yeah, he's white and their daughter's black. And Eddie Murphy in this little bit, he's never played a role where he's been serious. I've watched that trailer, I swear to God, really 25 times just to watch Eddie Murphy's. I mean, to bring back the cast of Shrek, to get Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy's had a renaissance. Bring everybody back. And with Antonio Banderas, look, we were talking about this trailer for 6 months.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas looks like, well, you've seen it. I mean, just watching the trailer, I didn't have a particular interest in seeing this movie.
Neither did I.
But the trailer was so good. Antonio Banderas' performance was so good. I'm like, and I like cats. And I'm like, the idea behind this, he only has one life left. That's a genius idea. The world wants to see a Shrek movie again. Exemplified by that man over there. I mean, people love Shrek.
Well, I mean, let's ask you, Taylor, because you're the other person in the room who's actually seen Puss in Boots. So you saw an audience's reaction, all that kind of stuff. If this movie's successful, do you think it? I mean, obviously, we know what you want. Look at you. But I mean, do you think the success could spark interest in another Shrek film?
Oh, 100%. First of all, Dad, you can call into the show and ask about Shrek, but you can't pay child support for 18 years. I'm coming for you. But Puss in Boots is going to break all the records. Pinocchio was my favorite animated film of the year until I saw this. It's going to blow everyone away. The animation style is like a fairy tale painting just come to life. The color palette, I've never seen an animated. It is very much like Into the Spider-Verse. It's just something so unique and different. It's going to change the game. As far as Shrek, I'm not going to give anything away, but I will say it does set up some interesting stuff moving forward. And I think the hope is there will be a Shrek 5. I hope, Ray hopes.
Ray hopes. I was dragging Ray into it.
But I really
know
hope
he's here.
this is what we get out of this. Also, just for people on Puss Watch, Twas the night before Puss. We are 24 hours away from release. So
Now Ray's paying attention.
It's a very
now Ray's
different
like,
show.
Puss Watch. What?
One day.
One day.
All
I
right.
can't wait.
All right. Guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? Have you thought that
More advertisers.
Have you thought that the Puss in Boots trailer looks good? Are you interested in the film? I'm shockingly interested. I can't wait to see this. But do you think if it's successful, let's say north of 475, do you think that increases the chances of another Shrek film? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be found at Mint Mobile. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you get another 3 months for free. Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home with eSIM, while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know I've been using Mint Mobile long before this holiday deal, and I have to say it is the perfect time to switch. I have absolutely loved using Mint Mobile, and like I've told you guys many times, I am now spending less than 1/3 of what I used to spend under one of the other major mobile carriers. And now with the whole buy 3 months, get 3 months free deal, it's even better. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. Or if you need a new device, for a limited time, get 6 months of free service when you buy a select device and plan. So guys, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months for free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.